Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares. Welcome to my 31 Days of Horror in October, Day 9. Now, this one's a special one. This is going to be dedicated to my good buddy Rob from the Wacky World Lounge, as he recommended this film, and I am so glad that I not only picked it up, but that I watched it. The movie I'm going to be looking at today is Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers. This is one I was toying with getting for years, but just never pulled the trigger. When I heard Rob talk about it, that was basically all it took. So thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate it. Now, Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers is a 1988 film which runs approximately 75 minutes and is written and directed by Fred Olen Ray. Now, he was responsible for Scalps, The Tomb, and he was uncredited, but he did direct Evil Spawn. Now, this stars the late, great Gunnar Hansen as the Stranger. Now, unfortunately, he passed away on November the 7th, 2015, at the age of 68. He was in Murder Set Pieces, Chainsaw Sally, which I actually reviewed last October for my 31 Days of Horror, and Hellblock 13. But of course, most people remember him as Leatherface from the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This also stars Linnea Quigley as Samantha. She was in Night of the Demons, Silent Night, Deadly Night, Return of the Living Dead, and Graduation Day. Stars John Henry Richardson as Jack Chandler. He was in Munchies 1 and 2, Evil Spawn, and Terror Night. And last but not least, Dawn Wildsmith as Lori. She was in The Tomb, It's Alive 3, Island of the Alive, Deep Space, and Evil Spawn. Let's see. This movie is absolutely nuts. I enjoyed myself completely and thoroughly while watching this movie. It has a wacky sort of premise, which is follows. Some of the hookers are taking out their Johns with a chainsaw. And you see Gunnar Hansen, who's basically the creepy guy who's watching. That's basically the story. You have Jack Chandler, who plays a detective, kind of like an old noir detective. And he's trying to get to the bottom of why all these Johns are dying. I'm not going to tell you what it is, of course. I'm sure most people have seen Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers. But if you're like me, and this was a first-time watch, I don't want to ruin it for you because it is so much fun. Now, this movie had a $50,000 budget, and they spared no expense. Of course, you have the amazing Scream Queen, Linnea Quigley, doing what she does, as I'm sure most guys know what she does in the movies that she's in, and is doing it for about half the film. She is beautiful. Anyway, this movie is so much fun, but there's really not anything else I can say about it other than the fact that you guys should really watch this. It's fun, it's silly, and I know there are some people who really don't care for comedy and horror, and I get that, because I was that way for many years. This one is just fun. Just give it a chance. It's brilliant. It really is. I know that 88 Films put this out as well, but this is it's a pretty good Blu-ray. It's retro media. There are some spots in the film, but then again, it was from 88, so I mean, what do you expect, I guess. I'm also a big fan of Scalps, done by Fred Olen Ray, and it kind of makes me want to dive into some of his other titles. If you guys have any recommendations of other movies from him other than Scalps that I should check out, definitely let me know. I'm curious. Now, I gave this movie an 8. And that is 8 smashed pumpkins. I had a ball with this. Thank you so much, Rob, for recommending this. I was definitely not sorry, and I enjoyed every minute of it. Stay tuned for day 10. If you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.